Hello, wow, wonderful. Guys, please settle down. All right. So, who am I? I am Saurabh Mishra, working as Devops with Vodafone Group. In fact, more than 5 years now. As per my roles and responsibility, I am working on the various open source technology, including Kubernetes, public cloud vendor like AWS and GCP, along with Terraform as uh, infrastructure as a code. So let's moving on. I have very time constraint. I have only 10 to 15 minutes to cover all this topic, and today's topics is all about what is the zero trust and why is companies moving from primitive security to zero trust security approach. So one second. So agenda of this presentation is all about what is zero trust, what are the principles and pillars of this zero trust, what are the benefits, what are the challenges of this security approach, and we are also discussing about the Google Cloud Service offer related with zero trust. I'm talking about beyond corp and beyond prod. So zero trust is, let me first to clear, zero trust is not set of service or technology you can buy. This is all about the security model, security strategy approach on which companies working the principle of never trust, always verify. If you are going in the generalized definition about security trust is about this is the secure organization by emulating implicit trust with various authentication and authorization method. With a lot of public clouds offering, we have open source. There are so many companies, nowadays buzzing around zero security trust, how it's going to be fulfilled. The reason being around 65% of companies having the more than 25% workloads on the public cloud, and everybody is afraid about, want to the transient and want to be transparent about how the traffic flow internally or externally within the organization. So let's talk about the principle of zero trust. So it's broadly divided into the three parts. First one is never trust, always verify, known as the verify specifically. Second one is the use least privileged access, is about you have to just give the enough permissions to fulfill the task. Third one is the assume breaches. This is one of my favorite one. Like we are running on the network, you are running on the infrastructure, so breach concepts can be come in the picture, and this is the very common problem. Every organization need to be work on that. So if you're talking about why zero trust, if you are going to be more described what is all about verify specifically is all discussing about identity and devices. List privilege access is more about how you are dealing with or accessing your applications and data, and your assume breach is more correlated with your network or your infrastructure. So this is the another definition of zero trust. We are segregated, known as the pillar. So we are divided zero trust by the three pillars. First one is the workforce. So workforce is like us, employee, contractor, and everything is going to be part of that organization that going to be part of your workforce. Second one is for workload, how we are managing our infrastructure, how we are managing our workload, critical workload within the organization, maybe related with the mission critical environment, maybe related with your internal environment. So this is all discussing about workloads. Third one is the workplace. Like workplace is more about how equipment connecting with your data center, your public cloud offering, about your endpoint, physical and virtual servers. So I'm just skipping, I'm just skipping these slides, but this is the very important one. This is the traditional architecture. I'm talking about the top one, like how is the trusted and employees going to work. They are connected to the internet. Then DMZ, demilitarized zone, is coming to the picture, on which we are connected to the VPN and other gateway. Third one is the trusted network, where we are discussing about the private services at all. But in case of your zero trust, we have only the single control plane and single interface, and all your parts going to be connected with this control plane. So this is the This is all about to understanding the high level of design of zero trust. So let's talk about the stages of trust security policy. So it can be divided into the three parts. First one, you have to visualize like what are the endpoints we are discussing, what are the different services, devices connected with. So you have to visualize the whole infrastructure, your whole data, whole network. Then you have to plan the mitigate as well. Then finally you have to optimize the endpoints, what are the offering with the different definition, like, if you wanted to enable the, second factor authentication might be MFA, access your endpoint, secure endpoint. So this is divided in the optimized phase. So this is the benefit of the zero trust security policies. Like we get the greater visibility of complete infrastructure, your simplify your whole management, or you can say network or IT management, shift towards the continuous improvement. Along with you have to improve your data protection as well, and your extreme user access and privileges. There are the certain challenges as well, like, we are very reluctant to install the software. Like as an end user, you are very reluctant to install the software which are associated with the zero trust, so it cannot be fulfilled. Second one is the lack of intra-zone traffic inspections. Your end user is already discussed, lack of resources to cover all the applications and the services. Enforcing policy increase our help desk data call volume, required flexible software, your single point of failure, and most important, maintaining your policy and architecture. So let's talk about Google Cloud. How is Google Cloud going to be help and to achieve somehow the zero trust approach, or how we can implement it through the Google Cloud. So Google Cloud is the main product they have launched, or you can say architect is known as the Beyond Corp. Beyond Corp, if I remember correctly, this was launched in 2011, on which Google asked every employee to connect without the traditional VPN, so they can verify and you can analyze the percentage how we can achieve through the Beyond Corp. So Beyond Corp is why it is important. Like they have using the inbuilt feature, single sign-on, your access context manager, identity aware proxy. So these are the main services, or you can say the main concept you are using while implementing with the zero trust approach within the Google Cloud. Second one, with the same feature like zero trust we are receiving, it provide the granular access control, verify your identity through authorization and authentication with the various services, and they can also, you have to understand how access and authorize going to be, workflow is going to be take care part of resource aligning the particular data and your resource, and then your continuous verification is going to be happen with this Beyond Corp. This is the high level of design of Beyond Corp. If you see there, this is the managed device on privileged network on which particular on-premise devices, this is the public network. They are connected through the various terminology, if you say radius, access point, single sign-on. Then there is the access engine is there. That is basically mapping whatever the request will come with a particular resource. Then the certain trust policy over there related with your device inventory, databases, and certificates. So this is altogether high level design of Beyond Corp. If we are going into much detail, so this is the technical design we are discussing about. If as per design, if you see there, they are the many user and devices. They are connected with the different IP addresses, different location with the different times. This come together with known as the access context manager. So basically that is known as the rule engine. Rule engine is about enterprise to configure access level which map to policy define the request attributes. Then after it will go the enforce points. Enforce points are there are the various services come into the picture known as the identity aware proxy, identity and access management, that is the common on IAM, and your cloud security and VPC service controls. So they are the new terms, might be you guys are not aware, but these are the very important services when discussing or implementing about on the zero trust approach. So your identity aware proxy is all about user identity and contents to guard access to your particular applications and the VM. And IAM is all about to providing and doing the role binding, granular access control over through the access identity and access management. And then after your various GCP resources, your web app, there are so many products, Google resources that is come then after. So if you see there as per diagram, rules engine enforcement point is the very important while implementing zero trust. Then after beyond prod is about, is this, you can say this is the extension with beyond corp. Like they are also coming the picture to managing the workload related with the Microsoft workload. So this is all about product is managing and securing your microservices environment. So on which they are provided, there is no mutual trust between the services while doing the service discovery among between or among the microservices. Network edge protections, your trust machine running code with the known provenance. Like here is the binary authorizations come into the picture while defining this concept. Then this is going to be isolated between the workloads. Sorry. So these are other GCP service offered. There are so many embedded tools as well, if I'm talking about zero trust. So if you're talking about, these are the services you can see there. They are the envoy or traffic director is basically managing your TLS terminations. And those service mesh is all together is the different services and is very multi-cloud, you can say the hybrid cloud infrastructure you are using for and those mesh. And this is one of the feature on which you can try or learn about the zero trust. Third one is known as the binary authorization, is all about checking the code provenance, how is code is there code is properly checking where is the enforced, if the code is properly checked or not. Then after enforce identity service to support identity federation across the environment. And third one is, another one is like JILDs, JKE nodes for securing boot integration problem, and JKE sandbox I never tried, but you can use for the workload isolation. So this is the another extension, like you have also for security, you can use the security command center on which Ditin is going to be cover more in upcoming session, along with cloud login where you can fetch out all the user access, you can fetching the trends of security vulnerabilities, all this still you can easily fetch out through the cloud logging. So this is all about your zero trust, how is company is going to be included. If you wanted to understand the data breaches, you wanted to understand, reduce the organization list in terms of your privilege access, in terms of your data, in terms of networks. So this should be must have, and every company is now try to be accomplished through the zero trust approach. In fact, I'm also part of that project on which we are migrating from monolithic to microservices. But in this case, we are also considering the services which is accomplished for the zero trust as well. So that's it, guys. I have the time limitation, so I cover a little bit fast, and whatever the question you have, I can answer. I will available till 4 o'clock today, so you can reach out me over the LinkedIn, or you can reach out here only. Thanks.
Heartfelt appreciation to our esteemed speaker who shared valuable insights in such an interesting topic and in a very well understanding way. Thank you so much, sir.
I would like to call Kunal Zadhav for the felicitation of Saurabh sir.